Chapter 25. Decision. Darkness filled his mind. There was nothing visible except Spencer's thoughts. He knew he had been relocated, but was not sure about the location. The feeling was much different from when he was uploaded. At least then, he was interacting with a virtual environment. Now, all he had were his thoughts. There was nothing to engage his senses, no sight, smell, touch, taste, or hearing, just his consciousness. He tried to yell out, but he could hear nothing. Attempting to wake himself up, he realized he was not asleep. Spencer even tried to feel if he was still in his body, but discovered, with dismay, he did not have a physical form.
"Where am I?"
asked Spencer, hoping for a response that went unanswered. Sticking with his thoughts, Spencer reminisced about his unusual childhood, recalling fond memories with his parents. He pondered his time in college and the moments when Reese saved him academically and physically. He rushed his thoughts forward until Jade was born, reflecting on how his world changed for the better. Among memories of Jade, he stopped at one observation. For some reason, Spencer became intrigued by the time Jade spoke about Central Circuit. The board of directors there emphasized proper manners, honesty, and religion. Spencer questioned why he arrived at this memory. Could Central Circuit have something to do with his current situation? He continued searching his memories for an explanation. While trying to process this confusion further, two specific images floated into view. Spencer focused on them, intrigued because it was the first time he saw anything in this unknown environment. The first symbol was Serafina's tattoo, an oval shape with 3 wavy lines and a star. The second symbol was the figure 8 he drew under a birch tree branch in Vermont.
What do these symbols mean?
Spencer wondered. Normally, he would have felt frustration, but these emotions were absent.
Serafina, why was she on the tram to Central Circuit, and where is she now?
Spencer accepted that Serafina orchestrated events leading to his death, yet he lacked answers. As quickly as this memory surfaced, it faded, replaced by another unaddressed event.
Why did Telmar say to remember the primes?
Spencer's reasoning stalled, but he continued processing memories, attempting to break a highly encrypted algorithm. Then a thought emerged.
Serafina wore the necklace and works for Central Circuit, which must be connected to the Guardians on Tureis.
Spencer narrowed his focus to the day of his death, the logical starting point of his journey.
What was the first thing I heard when I woke up?
Spencer asked himself. The answer appeared as if planted there all along.
Remember, your destiny has not yet been influenced. Envision before implementing, and do not be impulsive.
Spencer understood the reference to destiny. He believed one chooses their journey.
But who or what would influence my destiny?
He wondered. As Spencer pondered, Serafina's name resurfaced.
She guided me through this journey, and I allowed it due to my emotional feelings.
Spencer realized. He reminded himself of his control. This insight led him to interpret a few questions.
Envision before implementing.
And
remember the primes.
He recalled his conversation with Serafina about prime numbers as building blocks for natural numbers, analogous to atoms for complex molecules. Large primes were difficult to decode. Envisioning his last Earth day, Spencer focused on prime numbers, critical times. The realization struck. The time he woke up, 6:01 hours, the month and day, 11:17. The year, 2039, and the time he died, 13:27 hours.
0601 hours, 11:17, 2039, and 13:27 hours are all prime numbers.
Spencer concluded. Energy surged through him and he lost consciousness, his last thought.
I hope I didn't act impulsively.
That drive seemed longer than necessary.
Karl radioed Oliver.
We made good time. At the checkpoint, show credentials, answer yes or no, and let me do the talking.
Oliver radioed.
Okay.
Karl replied.
You're sure you don't want me to stay with Karl from here?
Melissa asked.
No, he'll be fine. Plus, on the off chance that something does go wrong, I want to get out quickly, and I don't need to be worrying about where you are.
Thanks, Dad, but I can handle myself,
replied Melissa.
I know you can. I don't want to take any chances. For some reason, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Something doesn't feel right. Plus, we still have no idea what is in that crate Isri had us pick up,
said Oliver.
Are you saying you don't trust Isri?
I don't know anymore. Look, there's the checkpoint. Get ready.
I'm on it,
called out Melissa. Oliver became the lead vehicle as they drove toward the checkpoint at the posted speed limit of 15 miles per hour. Security was tight, with standard road barriers, aerial units, artillery, mounted cannons, and what caught Oliver's eye, an energy wall. It was difficult for him to judge the height of the energy wall, but it was undoubtedly over 10 feet. Emitting a greenish-blue tint, the wall occasionally puffed fire, presumably from fried bugs or birds that had encountered it. Running as far as the eye could see in both directions, the energy wall left Oliver awestruck by its power. There was no traffic entering and minimal traffic leaving. Soon, 7 armed military personnel and a 10-foot energy gate forced Oliver to stop. He lowered his window and nodded to one of the soldiers. The soldier operating the gate appeared military due to his demeanor and appearance, but Oliver couldn't discern his country. The soldier wore a simple uniform, black battle dress pants, a black short-sleeved shirt, black sunglasses, and black boots. There were no discernible symbols on the outfit. Oliver scanned for flags nearby, but found none.
"Afternoon, stand by for a scan,"
the soldier said.
"I only detect one personal identification chip pick in this vehicle coming from the female. Do you have your papers?"
Oliver replied simply,
Yes.
handed over his documents, and added,
I like your choice of colors.
The officer ignored the comment, scanned the vehicles, and said,
"I understand you're here for medical treatment. Is the vehicle behind you part of your group?"
Again, Oliver replied,
Yes.
Understood. Protocol mandates scanning all personnel and their vehicles for foreign objects, even if you're carrying diplomatic cargo into a biohazard zone. You and your medical team need to exit your vehicles now,"
ordered the soldier.
Okay.
Said Oliver.
"Your travel documents state a group of 5, but I count 3. Where are the other 2?
Realizing that lying wouldn't help, Oliver chose honesty.
We had a problem earlier. Someone kidnapped them and we don't know where they are. It happened when we encountered a large, manufactured-looking hole, about 100 feet in diameter.
Fascinating,"
replied the soldier without empathy.
"Report the incident to command. Welcome to Fort Darwin."
Aren't you going to scan us? And when did Darwin become a fort?
Asked Oliver.
"You've already been scanned. Ask someone who cares about the facility designation. Your vehicles will be impounded and you've all been tagged with transmitters. Enter through the gate on your right. Your location, words, and site will be monitored 247. Now move along."
Frustrated by the lost cargo and being treated like animals, Oliver replied,
I'm sorry if I'm out of line, but I'm responsible for that cargo. I never authorized tagging. When did this tagging happen? I didn't see or feel anything.
The soldier stared with irritation and ordered.
"Move on or be detained."
Oliver complied, signaled Karl, and realized communication about their mission would be challenging. He understood improvisation was necessary because their plan hadn't considered this scenario. Once inside the concrete facility, they surrendered their clothing, underwent decontamination, and received orange and white jumpsuits with black boots. Melissa noted different colored jumpsuits for different assignments. They were directed to a makeshift courtyard and onto a transport headed to Darwin Airport. No one on the bus spoke, all absorbed in processing their new surroundings. At the airport, they were scanned again for foreign objects. While Oliver tried to control his anger, Karl directed his attention to the crate they had transported earlier. Oliver felt reassured when he saw the diplomatic seals intact.
Welcome!
A tall, slim man in a white lab coat greeted them.
I'm Dr. Philip Hathaway of the International Medical University.
Yes, I know you're part of the Major Infection Disease Task Force.
Oliver interrupted.
Oh, so you've heard of me.
Dr. Hathaway smiled, ignoring Oliver's frustration.
I thank you for traveling this far. I promise respect and courtesy from here on. Tagging is protocol inside the quarantine zone. If you want to leave, you'll be detained until treated.
Having a more Machiavellian personality, Melissa spoke up.
We completely understand. We're here to help in any way.
That's great to hear.
Replied Dr. Hathaway while Oliver stood there biting his tongue. Moments later, an exhausted medic rushed over to Dr. Hathaway.
Sir, I had to tell you this in person. You wouldn't have believed me otherwise.
What is it?
Dr. Hathaway asked with anticipation.
The patients infected with the weed virus are showing significant improvements.
How significant?
Asked Dr. Hathaway.
To the point where there are no signs of illness. Some who were incapacitated are now healthier than before they contracted the virus.
How is this possible? Have blood screens been done?
Yes, and there's no sign of infection.
Dr. Hathaway looked at Oliver and said,
You might leave sooner than I thought. I'm sorry, but I need to check into this. Please go to the bureau desk for your assignments. Take care.
Dr. Hathaway hurried to the main hangar, leaving Oliver, Melissa, and Karl in disbelief.
What happened? Why was I pulled out so soon?
Yelled Serafina.
Sorry, ma'am. Orders from Central Circuit.
Replied the commanding officer.
Orders? What orders? We were almost at our destination.
I'm sorry, ma'am. These orders came from the top.
Oh, why am I not surprised? Every time I get involved with you fools, you change the mission plan. Where am I now and how did I get here?
Serafina asked, frustrated.
You're in a central circuit safe house in Sydney, Australia. We used a displacement beam to transport you.
I see.
Said Serafina, annoyed.
Get me on the line with whoever issued those orders now.
Yes, ma'am.
Also call me Serafina. Where is Spencer?
He's in a stasis chamber,
Replied the commanding officer.
I see.
They guided Serafina to her private quarters where she accessed a verbal communication with the CEO of Central Circuit.
What happened?
Asked Serafina.
Answer some questions first,
Ordered Melchior.
Fine.
Replied Serafina.
Do you remember any allegiance to the floaters or Oliver?
No.
Do you feel anything for Spencer Cade or his daughter?
No, why? Why do you ask these questions?
We pulled you and Spencer out before the solar freeze.
Solar freeze? Explain.
Sakai implemented a solar freeze, took control of the council. The facility shielding in Sydney failed.
How much time has passed?
About 48 hours. We can't spread the virus anymore.
Why?
Prime 2 deleted the virus, cut connections. We're stranded on Tureis, verbal communication only.
Then the stone was delivered and Jade freed her people.
Yes, but Prime 2 stopped uploads and downloads.
How?
Jamming relays. We're trying to hack.
We can talk.
Prime 2 allows it. Monitors our talk and floaters with Isri.
Why no intervention?
Prime 2 and Sakai let sides play. Tureis near civil war.
So what do you need me to do?
Asked Serafina.
Sakai ordered a Trojan to be placed in Jade's pick called Project Illuminate. It integrated itself into her unconscious. We're letting her take it to Tureis. Prime 2 gave her a choice. Expose our involvement or continue harvesting Earth without their knowledge. She chose to place the stone back, unknowingly downloading the Trojan to all herders on all planets.
Melchior explained.
When she downloaded it, did she become aware of its intent?
Serafina guessed.
That's what I like about you, Serafina. You anticipate answers. Unfortunately, Prime 2 transported her back to her body after the stone merger. Reese was downloaded into his humanoid body too.
I need to secure Jade from the floaters, who probably know about the Trojan.
Serafina speculated.
The floaters likely know, but I'm unsure about Jade. You can use any means necessary. Central Circuit and its resources are yours. Project Illuminate must happen before the floaters. We've 1 year. Jade's crucial. We'll capture consciousnesses. Upload to Prime 3. You're CEO now. Earth is our legacy. We're stuck on Tureis due to Prime 2.
Understood. And Spencer?
Purge his consciousness. Disintegrate his body. Mustn't risk it.
I understand.
Said Serafina, showing no remorse.
I must go. We can't connect for 24 Earth hours.
Why?
Prime 2 restrictions.
Won't let you down. Serafina, out.
Melchior contacted Mileva through their psychic link.
It worked. Serafina remembers nothing. Well done.
I can't take all credit. Our operatives at Central Circuit picked her necklace, retook control without suspicion.
Mileva explained.
Next time, don't pass credit to others. You allowed Jade to leave with the stone.
I apologize.
Minor setback. Proceed unless Sakai intervenes.
Mileva realized her mistake.
I've failed you, Melchior.
Yes, but you gained Cordus's trust, got the stone. Next task, learn Prime 2's backdoor prime code.
Not hard,
Replied Mileva.
Why?
I think EC6L 163-07074 has info.
You fool!
Melchior screamed telepathically, causing Mileva agony.
Stop, please.
Mileva begged. After ending the link, Mileva said,
I thought it's what you wanted.
I'd kill you if I didn't need your council position. Spencer's death was ordered, and he has the prime code. Find that code.
Melchior was furious.
I will.
You better. This is over. I have business to attend to.